I was growing up in a place where violence was common. You saw it on the streets, you saw it on the television, on the internet. In fact, you saw it everywhere around you. My people were suffering and being treated like second-class citizens. This was my country, my people, and they were suffering. And my people couldn't walk the streets in their own country without the fear of being terrorized. My people were under siege. They were trying to change who we were and taking over. And the feeling was that we all had to do something. We were all in this together. So I set out to search for those that thought and felt like me. Yeah, there were others like me. Think like me, felt like me. And I felt for the first time in my life I'd become part of something big. You know, we're all in this, all of us together. They understood me and I understood them. Things became crystal clear after a very long time. We belonged together and I felt like I was one of them. Finally, I was part of something that accepted me for who I was. And I was overcome with joy, especially with some of them who filled me with inspiration, and they spoke such wisdom and with such experience. Their words helped me and helped shape the path of my cause. Those meaningful words of wisdom would guide me through my journey. And I now knew what I had to do. You know, initially I was angry and frustrated, and then I became calm, calculated and determined. I felt an extreme sense of excitement, and most importantly, I felt important and special that I could change things. And I'd be remembered for my cause, and the very society who didn't understand me would acknowledge my existence. The people who sympathised with my cause would realise I did this for them. They would understand. You know, how could they not see that I did this for them? And the people who were my comrades in this cause would remember me as a soldier. See, anyone could have done this, but they were weak. I was stronger. I was a soldier with my own personal mission. I just couldn't fail, and that sense of power which takes over your mind, you know, I want to be remembered. This realization of not having a purpose dawns on you gradually as you keep getting rejected by the society you live in. I had to deal with that sense of rejection at every point. I felt I was treated differently, and this was because of who I was. Someone had to be blamed. That personal sense of injustice helped me see the bigger injustice around me much clearly. And when you hear other people expressing that same discontent that you feel, it all begins to make sense. You know, surely someone is to blame. It's just a matter of time before you find out who that someone is. No. The people around me didn't understand me or how I felt. But occasionally when I lashed out in frustration, they would dismiss me and think I was just ranting away. Everybody around me just accepted what was being thrown at them. They couldn't see what was going on. They couldn't see the bigger picture. Nobody offered me any choices in this struggle. The only way to get people to sit up and notice is to take action. I know there are others who think like me, and I felt part of them, but I wanted more than just being one of them. I wanted my own identity in life. And there were no voices on my side. Nobody ever told me what I was doing was wrong. At first I was just angry and frustrated and looking for answers to justify what was going on and hoping somebody could answer those questions and make things right. I don't know if anyone even noticed me or if they even cared or tried to understand. But gradually I became stronger and more determined. And I saw and heard more and more what was going on and how people were suffering. And the only thing that mattered to me was my people suffering and being killed. Their people dying never crossed my mind. It's only on my side of the story that matters, not their story. I knew I had to get even and bring a change where others had failed. And the only thing that kept me going was knowing that I was sacrificing my life to protect my people, to preserve my culture and for the love of my people. So strong was my belief that I would have destroyed anything that came between me and my cause. I don't know. I don't know if I had anything to turn back to. I saw the world through what I wanted to see, and my perceptions became my reality and my purpose in life.